I have recently experienced the death of someone close to my family. Even though they were quite unwell, the end was still unexpected. Grief is a heavy word. We usually associate it with the finality of death, severe illness, or the breakdown of a long-term relationship. But what about the grief that falls outside of these neat categories? There is a special kind of mourning that hits when you face the loss of a dream or a life that was never realized. And the hardest part is that this often happens through no fault of our own. It is a profound emotional response to a future that was meticulously planned, but one that will now never happen. Society often struggles to recognize this type of loss as a legitimate reason to grieve. Because it is sometimes not tied to a traditional event, it remains invisible. This is often referred to as disenfranchised grief. When we cannot share our pain, or when our loss is not acknowledged or validated by those around us, the isolation deepens. It leaves us feeling unsupported, alone, and unable to voice the heavy, quiet truth of what we are carrying. When we grapple with these non-finite losses, like the erosion of long-cherished hopes, we are forced to sit with a persistent, gnawing uncertainty. There is a sense of powerlessness that comes with it, especially when the rest of the world continues to move forward. Finding new meaning when your expectations were once so high is an incredibly challenging task. Amidst the slow process of grieving, learning that acceptance is not about moving on. It is not about simply adjusting to a new schedule or a new reality. It is about recognizing that this shift is now part of the landscape of your life. I do not have the answers for those who are suffering in this way. I only know that perhaps these emotional hauntings simply need to be felt. We must sit with this discomfort so we can begin to process these losses. If we are lucky, we might one day find our way to a quiet peace.